Hello, BookTube. I wanted to revisit today, just briefly, a book that I mentioned yesterday. It is an original anthology that's coming out on the 11th of December, right in time for the holidays. It's this. It's Served Cold. It is a horror tube anthology. It's a collection of cold-themed, winter-themed, cold-oriented horror stories. And I wrote the foreword for this book, which is $4 and comes out in December 11th. And I also wrote a story in this volume called The Cold Traps. A number of other, there's almost 2 dozen stories in here by a number of names that some of you who watch BookTube will know. Dane Cobain is in here. Regina St. Clair is in here. Mike DeFrench, who had a BookTube channel called Pints and Paperbacks, has a story in here. Cam Wolf has a story in here. Cameron Chaney, I'm sure that you subscribe to those channels. They have stories in here. And as I mentioned, so do I. For the first time in over a decade, I have a short story published under my own name in this anthology. And the last time that happened was for the Australian literary journal, The Lifted Brow. It's a long story, but I have a story in one issue of The Lifted Brow from over 10 years ago that is out of print and intensely collectible. Not because of me, but because of the rather stellar list of writers that were on that table of contents, almost all of whom have gone on to become full-time professional authors, major names, people that you would know. And I wanted to stress about Served Cold that it's almost certain in my mind. The same thing will be true for a large number of the people in the table of contents for this volume. They also are going to go on to be serious, important writers, to be writers that people know, to be writers that make a living at it. And that makes this, I think, potentially collectible. In addition to the collectability of this stems from the fact that I very seldom publish fiction under my own name. I know what you're saying. Every time I say that, you're saying, what do you mean under your own name? What would be the alternative? A pseudonym? A pen name? And honestly, in the 21st century, when we're all so overcommitted, who in the world would have time to do their own writing, plus write under a pen name? Get real. So that must not be what I mean. But this is a fun anthology. And it's coming out in the middle of December, right in time for you to, I don't know, get it as a gift for somebody else. So I thought I would mention it again. I thought I would go back to this book again, just make a quick video. I will leave a link down below. The title, even in pre-order, is doing quite well. And I will leave a link to pre-order it in case you just want it off your mind. For $4, you can just get it off your mind, and that way it's a Kindle edition that will be delivered to you on the 11th. And I wanted to do my part to bang the drumhead. I'll be talking about this a couple of times before the 11th of December. But by the 11th of December, I won't be doing much in the way of practicality stuff, from BookTube stuff or anything like that. So I want to get in my mentions early. Feel free to pre-order. I will wrap this video up. Very, very happy to be a part of this. Very happy. And who knows how high in the rankings we will go here. That would be very nice. If this was a success, that would be very nice. But anyway, I'm going to wrap this up, and I will be back. Thank you, BookTube.